Hi and welcome again to the Locitude YouTube channel. My name is Ade Balogun as always, and today I'm doing one for you who is intending to start locking your hair or who is choosing to maybe have a different size of locks. How do you get to choose what size your locks are going to be? Well, back in the day I didn't get to choose mine because mine was started in a very ad hoc way. A block of foam was used to rub my head aggressively, and I came up with different sizes of locks, some very thin, some fat, some were combined along the way and whatnot. Well, it is 2018 and you can definitely be more intentional about the size of locks that you choose to have. One of the ways to go about this is, first, if you're going to use a loctician and you do have like a lock hero or a lock mentor or lock, what's the word, somebody you admire who already has locks, you can bring that picture along so that your loctician can see what size of locks that person has and then try to imitate it for you. But generally you want to stick with a small, medium or large. And people who want smaller locks are people who kind of like sister locks and sometimes have thinner hair. So if you go along with the small locks, you appear to have more hair by the time your locks form fully. Medium locks are generally good for a wide range of people. So if your hair is thin, if your hair is full, my size of my locks are kind of about medium sized on the general. This is one of the bigger ones. Like I said before, some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger. But generally the medium sized locks are most common, and then that's what you get to see. Thick locks, on the other hand, are usually very, very thick, and you can see somebody having as few as 10 lock strands on their hair. For perspective, I have about 148. Someone with small locks would have somewhere between 200 and 220. Somebody with thick locks can have anywhere from 5 to 20 to, in some cases, 30, 40 strands of locks. But basically that can help you decide, what kind of locks you have. Another important thing you have to note is that when you start your locks, day one, if you start with the comb twist method, your hair is going to get fatter and bigger as your hair buds and begins to lock. So what you get, the size of the lock on day one when it's comb twisted, is generally usually almost a third of the original size of your locks when you start. So it's something you kind of have to understand and communicate properly with your loctician. So when they are giving you medium-sized locks, because your comb twists appear tiny, you don't feel like, this is too tiny, let's go a bit bigger. And then 1 year down the line, you end up having bigger locks and then you're not happy. So it's usually a conversation you should have with your loctician. It's always best to come with a picture so that you can guide your loctician on what size of locks you want. And then choosing the size of locks you decide to have is basically based on your personal preference. Do you want to manage your hair yourself? Do you want to be able to do it quickly? If you go to the salon, do you want to get out of the salon chair as fast as possible? The fewer locks you have, the faster that process is going to be. If you're more into styling your hair and variety, then you want to go with a medium to smaller size of locks. And of course, let's not forget the sister locks, which I think starts between 400 to about 600 strands. It's extremely tiny. It has its own, thing about it. But generally, it is always worth the search on Google to choose which way you want to go. Remember, Google is there for you, and you probably found me through Google anyway. So I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you get to choose the size of locks that work for you. There is no right answer, there is no wrong answer, there is no best type of locks. It all depends on your personal preference. So I gotta go now, and keep it locked with an attitude when you get to lock your hair if you don't already have locks. My name is Ade Balogun. As always, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. It is Locitude, Locitude. So keep it locked with an attitude. Peace out.